Hello, lovelies. I'd like to start off by wishing all of the moms out there, whatever kind of mother you are, I myself am a dog and cat mom, but I do acknowledge all of the other mothers, my own included. I want to wish you all a happy Mother's Day. Now, my meditation this morning was interesting since the idea of the divine feminine is in every one of us, right? And so I want to acknowledge and encourage all of us to acknowledge that part in all of us that is the mother, the divine mother, right? In moments when we consider, oh, I should wear a warmer jacket because it's cold outside. Holding the door open for someone. Reaching out to a friend you think might need to go for a beer or a chat. You know, it doesn't matter what gender you are or how you identify. These are all mothering actions, right? When we consider even ourselves and, oh, I need to take a break today, I'm pretty sore. There's the inner mother that is coming out to say hello, basically. And so let's honor let's honor that part in all of us. And so with that, I'd like to wish us all a very happy Mother's Day. And let's see what the cards have to say today for our day. What do we need to know? What messages? This is collective, so take what resonates. Right, we have Four of Wands, celebration. I see this as like, I mean, this is celebration. This does also could also suggest like weddings, that kind of thing. This getting together, this sharing of emotions and stability. The four is a very stable energy. So what are we celebrating? Part of it is our Nine of Pentacles here. We have that independence, that autonomy, that there's almost what I'm seeing here is, I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with, you know, recognizing the divine mother in all of us, but there is a sense of, oh yeah, okay, we don't have to ignore that part just because of what we see outside. I mean, no, physically, I have not birthed a child or adopted a child. I'm not raising a human. I'm not raising a little person. But I do have qualities of taking care of consideration, of contemplating, of reaching out for, of helping, you know. These are all those archetypes, the divine mother. And there's almost like in the Nine of Pentacles right now with our, oh, which one was it? The celebration and recognition almost of, hey, yeah, I'm worth celebrating. And those parts of me are worth celebrating. The Hangman is allowing us to even take a minute to consider. The moon is almost like, you know, just this is revealing a part of you that you may not have thought of, right? there's there's different aspects of the archetype that we don't talk about because we generalize based on a label, but a label is so limiting. There's more to the concept of mother than a human being raising a little human being. Those qualities and attributes are undefinable and universal. And so there's a recognition, there is a, you know, there's, it's being revealed. That's where our moon comes in. We're revealing those aspects and taking a minute to hang out with that, to hang out with considering what that actually looks like. And maybe someday we'll be able to get to a point where instead of individual label days, we can just acknowledge and celebrate the archetype involved. You know, maybe that's why ancient Egyptians had so many gods. It was just those that resonate with how you feel and how you present in this experience you're having. But it's just to take a minute to consider that idea and to bring out that feeling of that. There's the of Pentacles. It's not a prideful card, but there is pride in it. There is a sense of accomplishment, a sense of reverie in knowing that you're able to maintain boundaries and, you know, grow this bounty and have a harvest and be able to continue to grow, and it's a replenishing sustainable space. There is recognition and that uplifting energy in that, and that's worth celebrating. That's worth bringing in and enjoying and having a fulfilled experience by. The Ten of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, and I don't know if you've heard it. I love these cards. If I haven't mentioned it, but this Ten of Cups to me is just this most beautiful representation of why it's important to fill your cup first. You'll have more to spill over, but you have to recognize all those parts. You know, it's almost like you're almost at that precipice of overflow, but we're forgetting those little pieces of ourselves, those little shadow selves of like, oh, I'm not a mother. Why? Because you don't identify as a mother the way society identifies a mother. But do you mother? Are you mothering? Therefore, yeah, we can recognize that. And there, in and of itself, in that recognition, we're providing more overflow to say, hey, yeah, I do these things. I did hold the door open for someone because I, you know, was aware that they were there, and despite the fact that it may not even been part of your awareness, there is something that was autopilot in you that was like, that could be helpful. I've appreciated that when it's happened to me, so let me pay that forward. That's your divine mother. It's in all of us. So allow that to be a recognition today. Celebrate that beauty in that experience, in that awareness. I mean, we'll get to Father's Day when we get to Father's Day, but right now there is a need to step out of the shadow, to bring in that recognition, to bring that awareness, to reveal to you that you are all the things. I mean, even the background of this has the two triangles. This is divine masculine, this is divine feminine, you know, fire, water. It's all part of the idea and the symbol. Take a minute to hang out here, look through the heart and find your own. Celebrate yourself today. Recognize that you do have those things that are worth recognizing and celebrating. Now, today might just be the first time you've even considered the fact that, you know, you are mothering in any way, shape, or form. You know, like whether it's, you know, I don't know, staying a little extra later at work because you know it's going to help a colleague, or slowing down, letting a pedestrian walk by. There's all kinds of things that you do in a day that show the divine mother. And taking that time to recognize that, I think today is the focus and the awareness, and then to celebrate it, to really lean into celebrating the fact that, hey, I'm part of this day too. I'm not excluded in this day or any other. Just because the definition based on culture, society, whatever the case, I have this divine part in me, and it's worth recognizing, celebrating, and help lead to your fulfillment and your emotional abundance. If you want any more details on your personal journey, please let me know. Otherwise, please have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we will see you in the next one.